Breathe. Slow down. Jesus is here. Before you scroll away, before you jump to the next thing, just pause with me for a moment. Right here. Right now. Take a slow, deep breath. Let the tension in your shoulders soften, even just a little. Let your jaw unclench. Let your hands rest. You've been carrying so much lately, juggling thoughts, worries, responsibilities, and emotions that maybe you haven't even had time to process. Your heart feels heavy. Your mind feels cluttered. But this space, this moment, it's for you. Not for the endless to-do list. Not for the demands waiting for you after this video. Just for you, and Jesus. I know life pulls at you from every angle. Notifications ding. Messages pile up. Expectations press in from all sides. But here's something that often gets forgotten in the noise: your soul needs moments like this. Moments to breathe. To slow down. To remember that you don't have to keep running on empty. To remember that Jesus is near. Closer than your next breath. Closer than the thoughts racing through your mind right now. So let's make this simple. For these next few minutes, give yourself permission to stop striving. Stop trying to figure it all out. Stop rehearsing the conversations in your head, the regrets from yesterday, the fears about tomorrow. Just be here. Just be still. Let every word you hear from this point forward meet you where you are, whether you're sitting at your desk, lying on your bed, going for a walk, or curled up on the couch with tears in your eyes. This is your moment, your peaceful pause, a soft landing place for your tired soul. Jesus isn't waiting for you to be perfect before coming close. He's not waiting for you to get everything together before showing up with his peace. Right now, in this exact moment, he's already here. With open arms. With understanding eyes. With a heart full of compassion for everything you've been walking through. He sees the parts of you that no one else does. The quiet battles. The hidden fears. The silent disappointments. And still. He stays. Still. He invites you in. Still. He whispers over your heart. Peace, be still. So if all you do right now is breathe, that's enough. If all you can manage is to sit in this quiet space with no words of your own, that's okay. Let this time be your reset. Your reminder that you're not alone. That Jesus is here, and he's holding you, even in this. Why we need peaceful moments with Jesus. Life has a way of pulling us in 100 different directions, doesn't it? From the moment we wake up, the world starts making demands. There are messages waiting to be answered. Deadlines looming. Responsibilities stacking up one after another. And then there are the quiet, invisible weights, the things we don't always say out loud. The worries that sit in the back of our minds. The questions we don't have answers for. The silent fears that creep in late at night when everything else gets quiet. Sometimes it feels like we're just moving from one task to the next, one expectation to the next, barely catching our breath along the way. And somewhere in all that noise, we start to forget. We forget what it feels like to be still. To rest our heart. To simply sit in the presence of the one who knows us, sees us, and loves us more deeply than we can understand. That's why moments like this matter so much. That's why we need these peaceful pauses with Jesus. Because without them, the weight of everything we're carrying gets heavier. Our minds stay tangled. Our hearts stay restless. We start to believe the lie that we're alone in all of this, that we have to hold it all together by ourselves. But right here, right now, you're being invited to something different. Something softer. Something kinder. A space where you don't have to perform. Where you don't have to explain yourself. Where you can lay it all down, even if just for a few minutes. Jesus sees how hard you've been trying. He sees the tears you've hidden, the stress you've carried in silence, the exhaustion you've pushed past day after day. And he's not asking you to do more. He's simply inviting you to come close. So as you listen to the words ahead, let this be your time to step away from the noise. To breathe slower. To let your heart settle. Let your soul remember that peace isn't something you have to earn. It's a gift Jesus offers, right in the middle of your busy, complicated, messy life. The same Jesus who calmed the storm, who welcomed the weary, who healed the broken, is the same Jesus sitting with you now. Right where you are. Holding you, loving you, and speaking peace over your heart. This is your moment with Him. Let it in. Let Him in. Jesus calms the storm, Mark 4 verse 39. Maybe today, your heart feels like a stormy sea. The kind where the waves come one after another, with barely any space to breathe in between. Fear, anxiety, stress, they're all crashing in at once. Your mind won't stop racing. Your chest feels tight. Sleep feels distant. Peace feels impossible. And it's not just one thing, it's everything. The worries about the future. The unanswered prayers. The weight of responsibilities you didn't ask for but now can't escape. It feels like you're just trying to keep your head above water, just trying to survive the day. But listen closely, because this is where Jesus meets you. In the middle of your storm. Not after it's over. Not when the sun comes out again. But right here, right now, as the wind howls and the waves rise. In Mark 4 verse 39, there's this powerful, quiet moment. The disciples were terrified, convinced the storm would swallow them whole, and there, in the chaos, Jesus stood up. With all authority. With all power. And He spoke just 3 simple words, "Peace, be still." And just like that, the wind stopped. The waves settled. The raging sea became calm. That same Jesus, with that same authority, speaks over your life today. Over your fear. Over your anxiety. Over every storm swirling inside your mind. His voice hasn't changed. His power hasn't faded. And right now, if you listen with your heart, you can almost hear Him whispering to you. Peace, be still. He's not asking you to fix the storm yourself. He's not waiting for you to have perfect faith. Even the disciples were full of fear and doubt when He calmed the sea. And yet, Jesus moved anyway. Out of love. Out of compassion. Out of His deep desire to bring peace. So whatever you're facing right now, whatever feels too big, too loud, too overwhelming, surrender it to Him for a moment. Imagine placing it all at His feet. Let His words settle deep into your spirit. Let them push back the fear, calm the panic, quiet the noise. Peace, be still. Even if the situation around you doesn't change instantly, let His peace change something inside of you. Let it anchor you. Let it hold you steady until the storm truly passes. And remember, you are not facing this alone. Rest for the weary soul, Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30. Are you tired? Not just the kind of tired that a good night's sleep can fix, but that deep, aching exhaustion that sits in your soul. The kind of weariness that builds over time, from carrying things you were never meant to carry, from trying to hold everything together, from showing up for everyone else while quietly falling apart inside. Maybe you've been pushing through the days, smiling when you need to, pretending you're fine because there's no time or space to fall apart. Maybe your heart feels stretched thin, like you're giving from a cup that's been empty for far too long. Jesus sees that. He sees every bit of it. And in Matthew 11 verses 28 to 30, He offers something the world never will, real rest. Not temporary distraction. Not surface-level comfort. But deep, healing, soul-level rest. He says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." There's no condition. No requirement to have it all figured out first. No expectation that you have to clean yourself up before you come close. Just an open invitation, come. As you are. With all your weariness. With all your burdens. with every unspoken worry and every silent tear. You don't have to carry this alone. You were never meant to. That thing that's been weighing on your heart, the anxiety you've been managing in the quiet, the emotional exhaustion that makes even the smallest tasks feel overwhelming. Jesus knows. And more than that, He cares. He doesn't stand at a distance, waiting for you to get stronger on your own. He draws near, right in your weakness, right in your tiredness, and offers to carry what's been too heavy for you. Imagine what it would feel like, just for a moment, to let it go. To place it all in His hands. To breathe again without that constant tightness in your chest. To feel rest, not just in your body, but in your heart, your mind, your soul. That's what Jesus is offering you right now. His yoke is easy. His burden is light. He isn't adding more weight to your shoulders. He's inviting you to lay it all down at His feet. So if you're listening to this with tears in your eyes, or with a sigh that comes from the deepest part of you, know this, you're not alone. Jesus sees your tired soul. And He's here, whispering over you. Come to me, and I will give you rest. The Lord is your shepherd, Psalm 23 verses 1-3. Close your eyes for a second, and let your imagination take you somewhere quiet. Picture a wide, open field, soft green grass beneath your feet, the sound of a gentle stream flowing nearby, birds singing in the distance, and the warmth of the sun touching your skin. There's no rush here. No deadlines. No buzzing phones. Just peace. Just stillness. And right there, walking beside you, is your shepherd. The one who knows your name. The one who knows every detail of your life, even the ones you've hidden. He walks with you, not behind you, not distant, but right beside you, step by step. Psalm 23 paints this beautiful picture for us. The Lord is my shepherd. I lack nothing. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside quiet waters. He refreshes my soul. These aren't just poetic words from a distant time, they're living promises for you, right now, in this moment. Maybe life hasn't felt peaceful lately. Maybe your mind has been filled with noise, questions, stress, or confusion. Maybe you've been wandering, unsure of your next step, or feeling lost in the middle of life's pressures. But your shepherd sees you. He knows exactly where you are, and He's gently leading you back to peace. This shepherd doesn't rush you. He doesn't push you harder when you're already worn out. Instead, He makes you lie down in green pastures. He invites you to rest, to breathe, to be still. And when your heart feels dry, when your soul feels parched, He leads you beside quiet waters, places where you can drink deeply of His peace. His love. His presence. He refreshes your soul, not with empty promises, but with real comfort, real strength, real hope that fills the empty places inside. Maybe today is your day to simply let Him lead. To stop fighting the current. To stop trying to figure everything out on your own. To trust that your shepherd knows the way, even when you don't. Even when the path ahead feels uncertain. His hand is steady. His heart is kind, and His eyes are always on you. So let this moment be your green pasture. Let these words be your quiet waters. Let your soul begin to rest, knowing that the Lord, your shepherd, is with you, guiding you, providing for you, and lovingly bringing you back to peace. Peace beyond understanding, Philippians 4 verses 6-7. Maybe right now, your mind is spinning with all the what-ifs. The endless cycle of questions that won't seem to stop. What if things don't get better? What if I make the wrong decision? What if I'm not strong enough for what's ahead? You've tried to reason your way out of the anxiety, you've replayed scenarios over and over, but still, the uneasiness lingers. The uncertainty of tomorrow feels heavy. The fear of the unknown sits like a weight on your chest. And no matter how hard you try to stay positive, that anxious tension keeps creeping back in. But here's something you need to hear today, something straight from God's Word, straight from His heart to yours. Philippians 4 verses 6 to 7 says, "Do not be anxious about anything, but in every situation, by prayer and petition, with thanksgiving, present your requests to God. And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Did you catch that? Peace that transcends understanding. Peace that goes beyond logic, beyond circumstances, beyond what makes sense. You don't have to figure out how this peace works. You don't have to understand the process, or feel like your faith is perfect before you receive it. This peace isn't something you earn. It's something Jesus gives. Freely. Generously. Even when life feels messy. Even when answers feel far away. Even when fear feels bigger than faith. So right now, pause with me. Take a slow breath. Think of the thing that's weighing heaviest on your heart. That decision you're afraid to make. That situation that feels out of your control. That fear that keeps whispering worst-case scenarios into your mind. Imagine holding all of that in your hands, and then imagine placing it at the feet of Jesus. Tell him about it. In your own words, in your own way, bring it to him. You don't have to pray with fancy language. Just be real. Be honest. Let him in. And as you do, let his peace begin to settle over you. It might not erase every problem instantly, but it will guard you. Like a shield over your heart and your mind. A calm in the middle of chaos. A gentle reminder that you're not walking through this alone. The peace of God is real, it's powerful, and it's for you, right now, in this very moment. Jesus knows, and he cares, 1 Peter 5 verse 7. Sometimes, it feels like no one really sees what you're carrying. You show up with a smile, you go through the motions, you tell people you're fine, but inside, you're holding more than anyone knows. The weight of unspoken worries. The silent battles in your mind. The moments you've cried behind closed doors, or sat awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering how you're going to make it through another day. It's easy to feel invisible in your struggle, to wonder if anyone truly understands what's going on beneath the surface. But here's the truth. Jesus does. He sees every burden you're carrying. Every tear you've wiped away when no one was looking. Every anxious thought that loops through your mind on repeat. Every what if, every doubt, every fear, every unspoken prayer. Nothing about your struggle is hidden from him. And more than just seeing it. He cares. Deeply. Personally. Tenderly. 1 Peter 5 verse 7 says it so simply, but with so much love, cast all your anxiety on him, because he cares for you. Not just some of your anxiety, not just the parts you think are worth mentioning, but all of it. The big things that feel like they're drowning you, and the small things that nag at the back of your mind. The worries you've told people about, and the ones you've never dared to speak out loud. Every single piece of it. He invites you to bring it to him. You don't have to clean it up first. You don't have to wait until you're stronger. You don't have to carry it a little longer just to prove you can handle it. Right now, exactly as you are. Jesus is inviting you to let it go. To place it in his hands. To release the tight grip you've had on all those worries. And to trust that he's strong enough, loving enough, and close enough to carry it for you. So take a moment, breathe in, and as you exhale, imagine letting some of that weight fall away. Talk to him in your heart. Tell him what's been overwhelming you. Let the tears come if they need to. Let the sighs escape if they're there. He's not impatient with you. He's not disappointed in your struggle. He's near, with compassion in his eyes, with love in his voice, whispering over you. Give it to me. I care for you. This is your safe place, right here, with him. Let this be your daily moment. If this brought you even a breath of peace, even the smallest bit of calm in the middle of your day, let it be more than just a one-time thing. Let it become a gentle rhythm in your life. A habit your soul looks forward to. Because you weren't made to carry life's weight alone. You weren't designed to rush from one moment to the next, constantly overwhelmed, constantly stretched thin, barely holding it all together. Your heart, your mind, your soul, they all need space to breathe. To rest. To be still in the presence of the one who loves you most. So come back. Make this your daily pause. Your reset. Your meeting place with Jesus. It doesn't have to be long, it doesn't have to be perfect. Just a few quiet minutes, where you close your eyes, breathe deep, and let His words settle over you again. Let Him remind you that you're not alone. That you're seen. That you're loved. That peace is possible, even on the hardest days. There's something sacred about giving yourself permission to stop, even briefly, and turning your heart toward Him. Let these moments with Jesus become the anchor in your day. The place where you lay down what's too heavy. The space where you trade your anxiety for His peace. Your exhaustion for His rest. Your confusion for His clarity. Every day, no matter what life throws your way, there's an invitation waiting for you. A quiet moment. A breath of grace. A chance to start again with Him. So let this, right here, right now, be the beginning of something new. A daily rhythm of peace. A habit of meeting Jesus in the stillness. Where your heart can breathe again. Where your mind can quiet down. Where your soul can find the rest it's been longing for. Keep coming back. He'll be here, waiting for you, every time. You're not alone in this. Whatever today holds, whatever is waiting for you after this moment, please remember this, you don't walk it alone. Even if you feel like no one understands, even if the path ahead feels uncertain, even if fear tries to creep back in the moment this video ends. Jesus is with you. Right now. Right here. And He's not going anywhere. He walks before you, preparing the way, making a path where there seems to be none. He walks beside you, matching every step, steady, close, never letting you face a single moment alone. And He walks behind you, covering your past, redeeming what's been broken, protecting you from what you can't see. You are surrounded on every side by His presence. His love goes before you. His grace covers you, and His strength fills you. The things that feel too big for you today, they're not too big for Him. The questions that have no answers yet. He already sees the outcome. The weight you've been carrying. He's ready to lift it from your shoulders. So when you feel anxious, when the day feels too long, when you start to doubt your own strength, whisper His name. Let your heart remember that He's near. That He's listening. That He cares more deeply than you can imagine. You're not just going through the motions of life unseen, unnoticed, unsupported. Jesus is actively involved in every detail of your story. He's holding you steady when you feel like falling apart. He's guiding you, even when you can't see the next step. And most of all, He won't let go. Not today. Not tomorrow. Not ever. So as you step into whatever comes next, hold on to this truth, you are never alone in this. Jesus walks with you, covering you with His peace. His strength, and His unfailing love. A prayer over the listener. Jesus, for the one listening right now, I lift them up to you. You see them, right where they are, in this very moment. You know the thoughts running through their mind, the worries that won't let them rest, the questions that feel unanswered, and the emotions they haven't fully spoken out loud. You see the heaviness they've been carrying, the silent battles they've fought, and the moments where they've felt like giving up. So right now, I ask you to let your peace settle over their heart. Let it fill every anxious corner, every restless space, every place that feels weighed down by fear or uncertainty. Calm their racing thoughts, Lord. Slow the swirl of doubt, the rush of stress, and the noise that's been stealing their peace. Speak to them like you spoke to the storm, with authority, with love, with power, saying, "Peace, be still." Lift the weight they're carrying. Take what's too heavy for them to hold. Help them release what they've been gripping so tightly, the burdens, the fears, the what-ifs, and the regrets. Let them feel the lightness that comes when they surrender it all to you. Wrap them in your love, Jesus. Let it surround them like a warm embrace, reminding them that they're not forgotten, not overlooked, not abandoned. Let them feel you near. Not just as a distant idea, but as a present, loving Savior, closer than their next breath, sitting with them in this very moment, holding their heart, steadying their soul, and filling them with hope that rises above circumstance. Thank you for knowing them so well, for loving them so deeply, for promising never to leave or forsake them. Let this be the beginning of new peace in their life. Right now, right here, in this sacred, quiet moment with you. Amen.